Before I get started, welcome back to my channel. For those who have never been to my channel, welcome. My name is Michigan, and I am currently doing a 2-month post-op video on gastric bypass. So if you want to know more about my progress and my journey, stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and continue to watch. Okay, so today is December the 19th. I was supposed to make this video yesterday. It is my 2-month post-op gastric bypass. Anyway, oh, look at the little ducks. I'm gonna go over here. So there's a lot to talk about this week. I'm gonna insert a clip. Oh, they're flying, they're going away from me. Anyway, I'm gonna insert a clip of how much I weighed. I weigh every weekend, sometimes Friday, sometimes Sunday. It all depends on what I want to do, honestly. Anyway, starting off weight was 310. Surgery day was 293. And 2 months post-op, I am 253. Woo! Charles Edgar Ramsay. This bench is dedicated to Charles. But yes, that's the weight that I am right now, 2 months post-op. First, I wanted to talk about food. So going on to my second month, I started my second month right off on a cruise. So on the cruise, there was quite a bit of things that I completely stayed away from, but there are some things that I tried because, you know, like, I need to be exploring different foods, seeing what my body likes, what my body doesn't like. So during this whole process before the cruise, on my first month, I did not throw up on anything. I threw up 3 to 4 times on the cruise. One time I bit a piece of fried shrimp and came up immediately. So that's how I know I cannot have no fried foods. I won't even try a piece of fried nothing. What else did I throw up on? Steak. I was doing very good. I was eating small pieces and everything like that. And then I accidentally took a sip of water. It was terrible after that. The feeling that I get right before I throw up is like a very tight feeling in my stomach, and I almost like I like lift my chest up and I'm like trying to grasp some air because it almost feels like you can't breathe. It's like food is trying to go down, but it's like your stomach is full, so it kind of like stops right at your chest, and it's like almost when I inhale, that's when it hurts, but when I exhale, the pain, I relieve the pain. But as soon as I inhale again, that's when the pain starts again. I don't know if it's because the pieces were too big, I didn't chew them up enough, or if I took the sip of water. I'm pretty sure it's because of the water thing. Because I was feeling fine, and then I took a sip of water, and then that's when it was just. But it's almost like the food is trying to digest, like going in through my stomach, staying in my stomach, and then trying to go out. It's like I'm trying to digest the food, but it's like, I don't know what the stomach does when it digests food, if it opens up and it closes as you exhale and inhale. But an exhale and inhale has something to do with it. I don't know what it is, but I get a relief, like pain relief, when I breathe out, and then when I breathe in, that's when the pain starts hurting. If I overstuff myself. Is that a car? Oh, someone's on a scooter. I'm like, how are they going so fast? Anyway, what else did I have to say? Yes, I threw up twice, and then ever since I started throwing up on the cruise, I came back home and it's easier for me to throw up. I didn't like that at first, but it is what it is. My mom, what did my mom make? My mom made something that I was able to eat. And then as soon as I put it to my mouth, it was just a no-go. Like, my stomach would just turn, and then she's like, your stomach hurts? And I'm like, my stomach doesn't hurt. It's just like, it's something I would normally eat. I think it was like stir fry rice and chicken, but I took pieces of chicken out of the rice because I'm not eating rice. And it was like vegetables, like was it zucchini and like broccoli and carrots and something else. But needless to say, I didn't eat it because as soon as I put it to my face and I smelled it, not that it smelled nasty, it was just like my stomach and my mouth and my brain, it just didn't match up. My stomach started to turn immediately, so I just didn't eat it at all. Another thing that I noticed that I throw up every single time I've had it. I've thrown up twice. I've thrown up twice since I tried to eat it, is broccoli. No matter how soft it is, it's not because it was too raw and it was too crunchy or anything like that. No matter how soft it is, no matter how much I chew it up in my mouth, I throw up broccoli. So there's that. What else? I don't want to get to, because I know that I'm not meeting my protein goal, even though every time I eat, I make sure I eat protein. I have a little picture of what I ate yesterday. My cousin made like meal prep for me. Super nice, Kendra, shout out to her. She made meal prep for me, salmon and like thinly sliced pieces of chicken, and so far so good. With that's what I had yesterday with some carrots. She put broccoli in there, but I'm scared of the broccoli, as y'all know, so I did not have not been eating that. But every time I eat, I make sure I get my protein in first. Even though I know I'm not meeting my goal, I'm making sure that's what I'm consuming first before anything. And I definitely need to buy the Fairlife protein shakes, because they have the most protein in them, and I heard that they were the best tasting ones. I was gonna say, I don't want to get to the point where I get to a stall, and the reason why I'm stalling is because I'm not eating enough, or I'm not getting enough protein in. I drink water every day. No matter if I have to enhance it with like Crystal Light or whatever, I drink water every day. I think I do a good job at drinking water. What else? I think that's pretty much all for the food. I need to get need to start drinking protein shakes a lot more if I'm not going to be eating, because I do not get hungry at all. The only reason why I eat is because I know I have to eat, or if I see someone else eating, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to eat. What else? When I do eat, I make pretty healthy choices on what I can, when I cannot. I don't eat no fried food. Not even like crispy type of stuff. The meat has to be cooked in the pressure cooker, crock pot, the oven, or sauteed on the stove. It has to be soft. So, and then vegetables I pair along with that. On the cruise, I was showing off. I was getting sugar-free like desserts and stuff because they had that. They had ice cream. I needed to use the bathroom, so I had some ice cream, and that helped me use the bathroom. I didn't have ice cream every single day, but I did try it. It was like soft served ice cream. What else? And then it's still on the topic of food, but it's a little bit different. I'm starting to, the first time I went to the grocery store, I was fine, and then I think we were in the pasta aisle or some aisle, I don't really know, and then it just kind of like depression, sadness came over me, and I was just looking around, and I'm like, and I told my cousin, because I was with her, I was like, this is depressing. She was like, what's depressing? I was like, just being here and seeing all the stuff that I can't have, or at least I can't have right now. Like all these pastas, I can't have any of this stuff. Like, it was just so much processed food, so much stuff that I know I should not be eating, and I know I cannot eat, and it's just like being surrounded by it like everywhere. It was just kind of depressing. I don't think I've been to the grocery store since then, or actually grocery shopping since then. What else was kind of depressing? When you're with people and everyone's like, what can you eat? What can you eat? What can you not eat? And I'm just like, I can eat stuff. Like, just not overly sugary stuff, not overly like greasy or buttery stuff. I cannot eat fried food. So it's like, make whatever you want to make, and then I'll eat whatever I can eat. You know what I mean? And then, I don't know. I haven't been to a restaurant yet. At least I don't think I have. Other than the cruise, which is kind of like restaurant style every night or whatever. Haven't been to a restaurant. So I haven't had to deal with that, like eating, everyone eating, and then you're just like, I'm full, I can't eat no more, so you're just watching everyone eat. I haven't done that or whatever. That kind of did happen on the cruise, but what else? That's kind of like my experiences with being around other people, like social eating, basically. Thanksgiving, I had Thanksgiving on the cruise. That was our Thanksgiving or whatever. So it wasn't like a big family environment and everyone's just stuffing their faces, plate after plate after plate, and you didn't see all these, you know what I mean? Like, I'm so thankful that I was on the cruise for that, because I would have been in my room crying, honestly. I probably would have been so upset when I got my plate of just turkey and ham. I would have been so upset. Anyway, what else? Christmas is coming up, and I don't know how I'm gonna do for Christmas, but I think I'm gonna do well. I think my mom's making some alternative things for me to eat, like green bean casserole. I'm not really for sure, but I'm not really that concerned about it, because like I said before, I don't really get hungry anymore. I don't get hungry anymore. Yeah, like that's what I must say, and then I'm gonna move on from food. Not thinking about food constantly all day, every day, which I know you have to eat to survive, but just when it becomes overboard to where you're thinking like, you're dreaming about food, then you wake up, you're like, oh, what am I gonna have for breakfast? Then you eat breakfast, then you're like, oh, what am I gonna have for lunch? Then you eat lunch, then you're like, oh, what am I gonna have for dinner? And then in between those, you're like snacking on something. It's not having to think about food, not thinking about food leaves so much room to think about other things, like my future, my life, my attitude, where I want to be, my goals, like yeah, just everything. It's very refreshing not having to think about food all the time, even though I know I need to. But that's here nor there. I mean, that is here and that is there. Anyway, so I'm gonna move on to clothes wise. Because I don't check my the scale every single day, and I do it like weekly, and sometimes I'd be forgetting at the end, you know what I mean, at the end of the week to weigh myself, and then it'll go into the next week, so I won't weigh myself. I'm pretty sure I did stall, but I didn't get on the scale to see the stall. I'm starting to see a difference in my body now. My upper like my waist up, maybe like, yeah, my waist up, I'm starting to see a difference now. I'll put a clip of what my body looks like, but I'm definitely starting to see a difference. I do not know what size clothes I wear, because I am a fairly confident woman. I didn't wear things that covered up my body. Like, my clothes were pretty form-fitting. I wouldn't say like club attire, but I had a lot of like cute, sexy dresses, clothes, bodycon, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't shy of showing skin, is what I'm trying to say. So a lot of my clothes are form-fitted already. So I'm not gonna buy new clothes until I get like underneath 200 pounds. I'm sticking to that, because even though my clothes, I'm putting them on and they're feeling looser, they still fit to me and they still look good. When I put on a piece of clothing and it's extra baggy and it doesn't give me that look that I normally am looking for, then that's when I'll buy new clothes. So for now, keeping the clothes that I have until then. And that's clothes. Oh yeah. What was it? 2 weeks ago or a week ago, I got sick for the first time. I normally don't ever get sick. It was like I haven't even gotten COVID. Yeah. And I normally don't get like a cough or a cold or a runny nose or any type of little sickness or something like that. I'm not normally ever the one to get a cold or sick or anything like that. I guess my immune system, my metabolism, low, immune system, high. Now I noticed that that's starting to switch. Last week I got a cold and it started off with a little cough. My throat was sore when I was about to go on the cruise, and then the soreness on my throat went away. Then I came home and I developed a cough. It was like a little slight cough. It wasn't like a all day long. It was like a little cough here and there. It was very weird. And I'm like, am I getting sick? Like, am I sick? And then and then the cough went away. And then the next day, my nose started getting runny. And I'm like, I cannot believe this. Like, a bitch is really going through the motions. Like, I'm really getting sick. Like, I'm actually getting a cold. I cannot remember the last time I got a cold. The last time I actually got sick was like years ago. And I had like the stomach virus or like the flu or something. I don't really know. But needless to say, I should have got that flu shot before I went on my cruise, because I'm pretty sure that's maybe what I had. But my cousin and her baby got the flu and they felt terrible, like sick, like real sick. And I did not feel that way. I had a little cold. I honestly think it was just a little cold. I don't think it was the flu or COVID. I took a COVID test and it was negative, so that's how I know it wasn't COVID. And I know it wasn't the flu because other people had the flu and they were feeling a lot worse, and I just had a runny nose, like congestion. Like, I had a headache because it was all congested under here, and it was just so tight, and it was the worst. See, as you can hear a little bit, but it's nothing compared to what it was. I took mucus, decongestion, all that type of stuff. So there's that. As for my period, that's still coming every month. This month it was a little bit longer than a week, but it's nothing I'm not used to. For it being irregular, even though I wished it was regular, but whatever. I feel like that's all I can think of right now. If you guys have any questions on anything, leave them in the comment section below. I'll definitely answer them. I read all the comments, even though when the channel starts becoming popping or whatever, I'm gonna need to not do that. But if I didn't say it before, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, put on your post notifications so you know when I post. You get notified when I post another video. And if you have any questions about my surgery or anything that I'm going through or anything like that, leave it in the comment section below. I'll be definitely sure to answer you guys. I'm gonna come back when I think of something else, because I know there's something else. Oh, as for my measurements, I don't really measure myself. I see a difference. I don't really need to track down my measurements. My weight is enough as it is, like having to stay consistent on what it is or whatever. Oh yeah, and always taking progress pics. Starting to always do that. But it's hard for me to post my progress pics because I like to take progress pics naked. Yeah, or with bra and panty. And I don't know if I'm comfortable enough to put bra and panty. I don't even know if that's going to get monetized or not. Demonetized. I don't know. But yeah, most of them are bra and panty or just completely naked. So that's why I don't do that. I need to start doing it with clothes on. But I feel like you can't get an actual accurate look of what before and after was with me when I have clothes on. But whatever. I'm going to start doing clothed progress pics. What else? I'll be back. Okay, so these shorts were so tight on me before. No, they're not nearly as tight as they were. Like, I can, anyway. The shirt think I might have had this shirt on before. Not sure. And I have to lift the skin up here so you can see my incisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But once the skin goes down, it's like you can't see them. So that's how I know this is loose skin. But